about the worst and lowest tech repository on the planet. What happened is last year, the state of Oregon legislators, they figured out, they added the cost of all the pieces of paper the government documents were printed on, and said, well, it costs like X, the paper's worth X amount, but if we made it electronic, that's how much money we'd save. So, since it didn't require any systems, resources, or staff, or anything, this is good. No demo, if that's all right. Since it didn't require any systems resources, what we had to do is we had to build around workflows instead of we had to do something very, very fast. And I'll tell you what happened. Anyway, I only had a couple hours a week to spend on this thing. I didn't want to be personally responsible for screwing up all the permanent repository, for all the permanent documents, and we needed something really fast, because you know how staff are. If we couldn't, we had to use the same workflows wherever possible. We had to not create tools wherever possible. So in other words, instead of having a separate access mechanism like DSpace, which would have required probably a server would have been nice. We used our existing web server. And instead of making a database, which we would have had to make some front end to, it would have to hook into the other stuff, we actually used the catalog. So what we did is we tried to make it so it used the same process. I think the main assumption we made is we've got this totally wrong. The oldest digital repository is so new that I don't think there's any chance we've possibly got it right. I don't think the methods are known yet. And so the idea was to make it as transparent and easy to migrate out as possible, so that, let's suppose your systems guy leaves, as he will in 1 month. The next person will be able to figure it out without everyone panicking. And so I thought I'd give the actual live demo of what's going on. First we'll do the serial, it's kind of fun. I actually had an email from a cataloger that gave me permission to do this, so it's kosher. This is the original. This is the original of the serial we're going to work with. And as you can see, they have a couple different publications here. We care about how many people are in prison. This is an inherent interest, and every month they add more things, and sometimes they drop off. What we do is we keep our own, we have a different workflow for serials, so that way if they change their page, we don't have to create new metadata, blah, blah, blah. In reality, the operator, they don't want to add new metadata every time there's a serial, because they know that serials exist. Yes, there are lots of monographic type things out there where there's individual documents or other electronic files, but there are things that follow patterns. And so what we do is make a tool that asks them the minimum amount of information you need to know. What do you want to attach it to? Where is it? And what do you want to call it? So we'll look here. We see we have the February version, but not the, we do not have the, oh, is that the right one? No, it's not. That's all right. We're going to go to this one. Well, mercy. Crap. Maybe actually, let's see. I'm probably going to run out of time. I'm going to go ahead and add this thing anyway, because it will tell me where it goes, and we'll be able to see it anyway. It goes, it fetches, it has a different process for HTML, and there's a million other things because conversion goes on and all that kind of junk. If we wanted to see this thing, we just go to the repository page, where we can see the latest issue just added right now. It has a number of other processes that are associated with it. That's the main thing I wanted to say, that I think that one of the major challenges of dealing with repositories is not devising new workflows that require everyone to change all their behavior and do things a different way. Rather to use the same methods whenever possible and then do things one at a time. When this breaks, as it will, I've actually told the staff how it works so that they will know how to deal with it. And that's what I've got. Any questions? Done?